You must understand that builders are risk averse. Anybody watch Landman? Wildcat and Oil, right? They love risk. That's what they're all about, not home builders. There's too much on the line. The reason that oil, for example, they can go crazy and speculate is because the margins, and if they hit, are insane, right? In our industry, if a builder ekes out a single-digit margin, they're lucky. So you have to understand the bigger picture, right? Builders are very, very risk averse. Think of it this way. Imagine you're observing a buyer at a builder's office. And when I say buyer, purchasing agent, they're interchangeable. Same. So imagine there's a salesperson A comes in to visit with them in the morning. And the builder has never done business with that particular vendor before. Salesperson A, he represents his company. And his company's got a great reputation. His company has a very good product, well respected, their performance is respected, and they've got a very good price. But holy smokes, for some reason, that buyer just cannot stand that salesperson. That salesperson rubs them the wrong way, right? A few hours later, salesperson B comes in, same trade. Company's not quite as well respected as company A. Performance history is competent, but not stellar. His price is 4 points higher than salesperson A. But holy smokes, does the buyer love that guy? They talked about the Broncos playoffs, they talked about hiking, they talked about going to Las Vegas, what have you. They can't wait to go out for a beer and have wings next week. Who do you think's getting the business 9 times out of 10? B. And it's why you need to invest in relationships. That's the key. You have to be willing to invest, and we'll talk more about that. But understand, they're risk averse, and by the way, so are you. Anybody ever go buy a car in their life? Have any of you ever gone to a dealership, found the perfect car? It's exactly what you wanted, but that salesman was such a you-know-what, there was no way you were doing business and you left. Anybody ever do that? And then you went across town to another dealership and you found a car that's not exactly what you wanted. It wasn't the right color, or maybe it was missing a sunroof, but you bought it anyway because you loved the salesperson. By the way, I sold cars when I was 21 years old. I know what I'm talking about. People do it all the time. People do business with people they like. It is human nature. And you need to embrace that. Get this product and features and benefits out of your head. That's not our industry. People have to like you, right? It's like I said, salesperson A and B, it's hard to get business when they don't like you. Likability is a behavior. It's an intentional discipline that you set your mind to. I'm not talking about personality. I'm not talking about charm. Likability is an intentional discipline, okay? We're not talking about, again, personality. It's your behavior. Your behavior that I want to focus on. How do you get people to like you? You know how they say about respect, you got to earn it, right? What I learned, somebody taught me years ago, the best way to get respect is to give it first. The best way to get someone to like you is to like them first. Doesn't that make sense? Think about everybody in your orbit. Friends, neighbors, family, colleagues, coworkers, customers. Think about all the people you like. Chances are they like you too, don't they? If you have affection for them, chances are they have affection for you too. And the ones you don't like, my guess is they don't like you either. It's human nature. It's very difficult not to like someone who likes you first. This is emotional discipline. This is a behavior that you need to practice. Again, I'm not speaking about charm. Well, I don't have the personality that Sally does. That's not what I'm talking about. Likability is an intentional behavior, and we'll talk more about it. Your performance will drive likability. And again, this is not about personality. You have to think about it on a conscious level on a daily basis. Look, builders are people, right? You're not doing business with Lennar, with Pulte, with Richmond, with whomever, with Toll, right? There's an individual at that office that made the decision to issue you a contract, right? So there's a human being there, not algorithms, not a code. Builders are buying the confidence in you and your company. They're not buying your damn lumber. They're not. They're buying you because they think you can come through for them. And when stuff goes sideways, it exposes, when there's pressure, when there's stress, it exposes and separates the best subs from the weak. The ones that show up, how do I resolve the problem? To deflection, and it's always the other guy's fault. And builders will always gravitate to the vendors that make their lives easier. Has anyone ever heard the expression, sometimes you have to do people's jobs for them, right? Think about that in this industry. Whatever it takes, whatever the builder needs from you, that's what you need to be delivering. They want people who make their lives easier.